Fam, you need to be going ghost. You need to disappear. You need to work hard. You need to come back, and then you need to shock everybody. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we got to put the attention on ourselves, because we the only ones that could change our life. This is why I speak about this topic so much, is because we are the only ones that could truly change our lives. I give credit to God. I give credit to our loved ones. I give credit to those that pray for us, that want to see us do well. I give credit to those that may give us opportunities. I give credit to those that push us to be great, right? But at the end of the day, we're the ones that have to put the work in. Even God knows that. That's why he said faith without works is dead, because I still need you to do your part. I'm going to do my part, right? But God needs you to do your part. And at the end of the day, man, are we doing our part? We got to be honest about that. A lot of the times I don't think so. I think it's very easy to get distracted. I think it's very easy to party every weekend. I think it's very easy to not do the things that you need to do because there's comfort in that, because we're used to that. But at the end of the day, the truth is we are the ones that have to get up and figure out what we want to do with our lives. And it's not about draining ourselves into exhaustion. It's not about working hard until exhaustion. It's not always about that, bro. Sometimes there will be seasons for that. But the truth is, it's just about figuring out what you want to do and creating a game plan to go out here and get it done. That's really what it's about. Instead of keeping your ideas in your mind, it's time for you to bring your ideas out into the reality that we're living in and create actionable steps. I believe the thing that separates me versus a whole bunch of different people is because one thing about me is I'm going to execute. I don't really talk about it. I am about it. I am actionable, and I'm going to actually make it happen, because that's the type of man that I am. If I sit here and just think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it, like most people, it may never actually get done. And I don't want to live a life like that. I want to live a life where I can show my results. I want to live a life that shows that I am enjoying the journey, that I'm in the process, and that I'm doing the things that I actually need to do to get the results that I want in my life. And a whole bunch of stuff was just said just now, and I hope that y'all taking notes, and I hope that y'all picking up on it. But the truth is, we cannot just keep ideas in our head. We have to actually execute it. So I'll let you know, I wrote this video topic down. I put it on my phone. But the one thing that I'm like, okay, I have to do is I got to turn the camera on. I got to put the microphone on, and I have to execute this video instead of it just staying on my phone. Because one thing God is going to do is God is going to give you ideas that you can do. But the truth is, if you don't accomplish those ideas, he'll give those ideas to somebody else. And it's not about competition. It ain't about hate or jealousy or anything like that. Just know that somebody else might have your idea and they might execute it, and they might have not done a good job as you could have done, but you never got started. You never did it. You never just jumped in and said, I'm going to figure it out. You were always trying to make it perfect. You were always procrastinating, and we have to stop doing that. And in order to really focus on us and us changing our lives, we have to go ghost, because we don't need no more distractions. How distracted are we going to be? It's 2025 right now, currently, while I'm making this video, and we have so much distractions. We got so much social media, that's distracting people from being the best versions of themselves. And the truth is, social media is not truly the problem. It's our algorithm, is what we watch, and is what we pay attention to. But at the end of the day, sometimes we do have to go on a cleanse. We do have to go on a detox so we can find ourselves again. So why don't you think you have to do that with people in real life as well? I'm not saying to not have friends. I'm not saying you can't have connections. I'm not saying you can't check up on your loved ones. I'm not saying you can't check up on your friends to see how they're doing. I'm saying, when is the last time you checked up on you? When is the last time you paid attention to you? When is the last time you had a conversation with yourself? Asking yourself, yeah, where we at right now? And do I like where we're at right now? What we doing in our life right now? And do I like what we're doing? Are we as locked in as we could be? Are we doing the things that we really need to do? Or are we just talking? Are we being about the action, or are we just talking? And you have to be honest about that. You have to admit if you've been focused on yourself or not. There's so much power in this. There's power in going ghost. There's power in locking in. There's power in it. And the truth is, you're not going to see the power. You're not going to see the changes if you are not actually focused on you. For once in your life, I need you to just focus on you. And like I said, I talk about this so much because we don't see enough people talking about this, bro. Let's be honest about this, bro. Enough people are not talking about it. A lot of people just want your time. A lot of people want your attention. A lot of people want your energy. And they will never care if your life actually gets better. They will never care if you actually make more money. They will never care if you're more successful or not. They will never care if you got a strong relationship with God or not, because they're focused on themselves. And one thing I learned about people is they will go to the ends of the earth for themselves and for their own life. A lot of people are not about sacrificing. A lot of people are not about putting in the work. A lot of people are not about teamwork. A lot of people are not purpose driven. And a lot of people do not want to see us win. A lot of people just want to use us for what they could use us for to further their own agenda. Well, I have an agenda, and it's also God's agenda. And every single day, I'm going to wake up and do the things that I know I need to do. One of those things is posting a YouTube video each and every single day. How do I know that that was part of my purpose? I ask God, what am I supposed to be doing on this earth? You sent me here. Now give me a task to do. Simple like that. Why haven't you asked God that? Why aren't you talking to him about purpose? Why aren't you talking to him about what you're supposed to do? I know why. Because you are not spending enough time with yourself. When you spend more time with yourself, you spend more time with him, because the kingdom of heaven dwells within you, because God dwells within you, because God is within you. And these things are in scripture, bro. I'm not just saying it to say it. When you spend more time with yourself, you easily spend more time with God. Sometimes in order to further our relationship with God, we do have to isolate ourselves from the world. Hold on, I got a phone call from a friend. I got to tell him I'm in the middle of recording. Yeah, I'm making a video right now, bro. I'm flowing right now. Distractions, and I love my friend, and he can call, and I appreciate that. But purpose, man, purpose comes first, and that's what I'm talking about. Now, am I interested and am I eager to know why my friend just called? Yes, I hope everything's doing well. I told him I'm in the middle of the video right now. It's very important, and please text me, and I hope all is well. And so when you do things like that, you have to understand you're putting your purpose first. You're putting God first. You're putting your mission first. If you don't know your purpose, I think it's because you haven't really spent time with yourself. If you don't know your purpose, I think it's because you haven't really spent time with yourself. It's important for you to spend time with yourself. It's important for you to lock in. It's important for you to do the things that you need to do in order to take your life to the next level. These things are important. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people aren't focused on that. A lot of people think that it's games, just playing around. And it's like, nah, I'm on my God-given purpose. And I want y'all to be on your purpose too, because when you on your purpose, you understand what it really takes in order for you to change your life around. And that's the next part of this video, changing your life around. Doing the things that you know you need to do, which is going to the gym, drinking your water, taking 10K steps a day, reading books. My book is out right now on Amazon, The Purposeful Man Playbook. The Purposeful Man Playbook, all right, out now on Amazon. That's my book. A lot of y'all got it. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to read it. But, I want y'all to read any type of book, man, for real. Just get your mind flowing. A lot of us, we don't read no more. We're not as focused as we could be. We're not doing the things that's going to further our lives. And I know that we could do better than this, bro. I know that we could do better than this, man. So, again, I'm trying to bring reading back for real. But I just want us to be the best versions of ourselves. And it may be easy to say that, but it's definitely harder to do. It's not easy to be the best version of yourself. It's not easy to hang up on your friend and say, hey, bro, I'm filming a video right now. Text me. And if they don't text you, then was it really important? Or is it going to get you off, is it going to get you off your purpose? That's something too. I'm just keeping it real. I need you to lock in, man. I need you to focus, man. I need you to know exactly the things that you want to do in your life. I need you to know it. I need you to know it. And in order for you to know it, you have to spend time with yourself, for real. In order for you to get instruction from God to know what you need to do with your life, you have to spend time alone where you can truly hear his voice. And a lot of the times we have a lot of clutter in our life. And we have so much clutter in our life, we're not focused. And because we have so much clutter, we are so distracted, and we're not focused on the things that truly matters. And I promise you, life is more simple than we make it out to be. Life is way more simple than we make it out to be. I just need us to focus more. I need us to lock in more. And I need us to focus on the things that matters in our lives. So again, go ghost and then come back and shock everybody. That's true. That is true, and you will shock everyone, because people are going to start realizing, oh, he's really locked in. Oh, he said he was going to do that and he did it. Oh, he's not just talking about it, he's doing it. And I think what separates winners from losers are the people who can execute and the people who just talk about executing. I said what separates winners from losers, winners from losers, right? Taking W's versus taking L's is people who, listen to what I'm saying, people who can execute versus people who just talk about executing. And it's okay if you talk about execution, but just make sure that you actually execute it. Because a lot of the times we talk about something, and because we keep talking about it, we're not actually making the changes that we need in order to make it happen into reality. So you keep talking to your friends about what you're going to do. That gives you the dopamine hit like you already did it, but you didn't do it yet. You need to actually get the real dopamine hit by going out in this real world and doing it. And a lot of people, they talk all day about what they're going to do, or they think all day about what they're going to do instead of actually doing it. I'm so busy in real life. I'm really making videos every day. I'm really locked in. I'm really focused on my goals and dreams. I'm really spending time with my wife or going on walks. I live in real life, and I do my best to live in real life. And through me living in real life, I'm able to create content in the online world. But I'm really focused on me, and I'm focused on my life, and I'm focused on God, and I'm focused on my family. And it's really just that simple. You have to simplify your life and ask yourself, what am I really going to focus on? Are these things important? It might be important today, but is it important tomorrow? Am I really going to execute on the things that matter, or am I just going to sit on this idea? And I think a lot of times we sit on ideas so much, man, and we focus so much on ideas, and we don't actually focus on changing our life. We don't actually focus on making sure that we can be better than who we were yesterday. We don't actually focus on these things. And I think that that's a problem. I know that that's a problem. I know it. I know it. Hey, you know, everybody's going to want something from you. Everybody. I just want my family to take care of themselves, man. Y'all my family, man. Y'all my purpose-driven family, for real. I just want y'all to take care of yourselves. Because everybody's going to need something from us. Everybody's going to want something from us. When's the last time you checked in with you to see how you doing? A lot of us, we operating on E, on empty. We need to operate on F. We need to operate on full. Make sure your gas tank is full before you drive anybody else around. And if they're not contributing to the gas, then you probably got to drop them off. Drop them off right where they stand. You got to keep it real, man. You got to appreciate those around you. You got to focus, bro, on life, on the things that really matter. And in order to do that, man, sometimes you got to go ghost. So I'm going to say it one more time. I got it right here in my notes. You need to do what? You need to go ghost. You need to focus on you. You need to come back. You need to shock everyone. We're not just talking about it anymore. We're doing it. We're executing at the highest level. If God gives me 24 hours to be the best version of myself, then guess what? I'm going to use those 24 hours to be the best version of myself. Waking up at 5 a.m., starting my day, getting into deep work, being creative, praying, saying thank you for another day, eating my food, spending time with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Going outside on my walks, and then getting some good rest, bro. You know, sleeping, and do it all over again. Simplify your life. I promise you, if you simplify your life, then you will have the life that you always dreamed of. I love you. I appreciate you for watching this. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out my book on Amazon. Make sure you check out The Chosen Ones. Everything that I have created is literally for you to be the best version of yourself. Again, everything that I have created is literally for you to be the best version of yourself. This is my life's work. This is my life's purpose. And helping you brings me so much joy, and it brings me so much happiness. All right, so I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.